So collections are very, very important. Okay. So let's keep one shortcut to your taskbar. So whatever you use, what happen? You need to go to the SCCM console, right click, more, pin to the taskbar. So that no, it is very easy whenever you want to open for the next time. Open console, then you look for the console. You need to wait for some time to load it because no, your RAM and CPU. If your CPU is 99%, it will take some time. You need to allow some time. Whenever your console is not getting open, you need to see your CPU utilization. Yeah. Whenever it's lesser than 50 or some, it will immediately will open. Okay, it's open. So assets and complaints, where you will see the user collections, and by default, if you see user collections are three, device collections are one. There are one more is added. All provisioning devices. In interview, they will ask you what are the default collections which are available. Okay. So so creation of the device collection in root folder is not recommendable. If you create 100 for 100 collection, it looks like awkward. Try to do whatever you want in a good way, like organization. Okay. Software distribution or deployment application. Some companies, what they will do, each and every application they will create a folders from A to Z. A, B, C. And this way they will create. Why? Because to easily manage, some companies will create based upon the vendors. Z example. If they want to create a collection called Google Chrome, they will create in the folder name C because the application is starting with the Chrome. Chrome. And the application name would be Chrome, application name, and the version of the application. Okay. Hyphen install. If they want to for uninstallation, they may limited to all systems. Next, next. Okay. The naming convention of a collection is very important, right? If you want to create for an uninstallation, Chrome, either they use an uninstall or some companies will use remove. So whatever you want, you can use the same. Some companies uninstallation and remove both are same terminology, but some companies will use uninstall, some companies will use remove. So if you want to remove a software from the end user machine, they will go with this collection. If you want to install a software, they will go with an install collection. Each and every software, some companies will maintain two collection because if something goes wrong, they has to remove, right? Some companies for reinstallation also they will keep one more collection. Okay, each and every company there has their own structure of way of creating the softwares and collections. So this we already know how to create a collections, which we discussed earlier. So collection naming convention, naming standards are very, very important while creating a collection, that you need to make sure. Okay, the collection naming conventions are very important. And we saw some rules, right? By default we saw there are four types of rules in SCCM. We created a way, that is a manual way of creating collection. Rule is nothing but adding a machine into the device. For example, if I go to my device, I have some SCCM object example. Okay, client, I want to add the object into the console. What I need to do, right click, add resource. There is an option, add resource. Type the object name SCCM, search. Okay, add. So this within a minute or within less than 5 minutes. So if you refresh, the object will be added into the this respective collection. Okay. In companies, if you want to deploy any software, you need to have one collection, so that you need to add some machines to the collection, deploy software. See, one machine is added. If you double click the collection, you will see the list of machines which are available in this particular thing. Is it clear what I'm saying to you? Hello.
Yes, sir. Clear.
In the
Yes,
same,
clear.
yes, in the same way, user collections also there. You can create in such a way, same, right click, some. What is the difference between like why they use user collection, why they use device collection means when companies has a licensed versions of software, like some softwares will be like right click create user collection. Let me create some name C. So you can create your own folder structure. Then I will create like not for Chrome actually. So Adobe. So licensed based applications only will deploy to the all users to the user collection. Why? One licensed based application SQL and all, it will cost you more than 50,000 or 1 lakh cost. Okay. So the licensed based application will cost you 2 lakhs, 1 lakh and 50,000. Only licensed based application will deploy to the user collection. If it's a free software like Google Chrome, okay, MS Office also it comes like some limited, okay. Generic applications means what is a freeware commonly which are using only they will deploy using the device collection. If it's a licensed based application, some companies will deploy in user collection. Some companies all even licensed based application, normal application will deploy in device collection. Company to company the process will change. You need to know the existing process which are used in the company, then you can habituate to the particular policies. Is it clear? Is it clear what I'm saying to you? You need to take in a initial KT, then you can adapt to this particular things within the company. So collections and user collection both are the same, but companies it will be different. Licensed based application will go to user collection in general. Normal generic application nothing but whatever you regularly use like Mozilla Firefox, Google Chrome, day to day basis you will use, right? That is called a generic applications. If they're if you're buying some product with more than like 20,000, 30, the company is buying and giving to the users means then they will not deploy that particular software to all users because the cost is involved. They has to pay money to the vendor and purchase, so that they will deploy to only limited set of people, maybe 10 people, 15 people. So that is about the collection. And here there are some rules and everything's are there. So we will take care other rules later. Okay, include, exclude and all, we can have it a separate class later. Okay, just what you need to do is as of now try to create a collection and add the resources into the collection. That is more than enough. Is it clear how to add a resource? Right click. If you want to add more resources like 5 devices at a time, you need to give system 1 comma system 2 comma system 3 comma system 4. In this way you can add like maximum of 200 machines at a time and search, click on add, click on OK. In this way you can add multiple machines at a time. Is it clear what I'm saying to you? Hello.
Yes, clear.
You can add multiple machines at a time. So this is about simple way of collection. Like when the second we can have a next class after a software distribution, then we can discuss about the other types of rules which are available. Okay, just we need to know at least what is the basic, what is a collection, what are the default collections which are available, how good way we can need to create a collection, and how we can add a resource into a collection. That is more than enough for a basic initial class. Is it clear? Any doubts so far now? The other advanced classes we will discuss later. The basic is fine as of now. Any doubts? Yes, no, maybe. Why we will use this collection? It will take some time, okay? To understand why we are creating this collection, it will take some time. I will like explain you in the next class, but try to create a collections. That is very, very important. And query rule is important. We will look into it later. What is the use of this rules and all? Okay. Any other doubts?